Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're unpacking one of the most epic rivalries in history, but it's not about sports teams or warring nations. It's about the brothers whose bitter feud split a family, a town, and created two of the biggest global brands we know today, Adidas and Puma. It's a jaw-dropping true story of ambition, betrayal, and sneakers, and it's all captured in the incredible film, Adidas vs. Puma, The Brothers Feud, which you can watch right now on Prime Video. You think you know these brands? Trust me, you have no idea. So, let's set the stage. We're in a small German town called Herzogenaurach in the 1920s. We meet the brothers, Adolf and Rudolf Dassler. Adi, the younger one, is the quiet genius, a craftsman obsessed with creating the perfect athletic shoe. He's the brains behind the design. Rudolf is the complete opposite. He's the charismatic, extroverted salesman, the dealmaker who can sell anything to anyone. On paper, they were the perfect team. They started the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, and their vision was simple: to make the best performance footwear in the world. And for a while, they were unstoppable. Their initial collaboration was pure magic. The film does an amazing job showing how Adi would tinker away in his workshop, experimenting with new materials and designs, while Rudolf would be out there, shaking hands and building their reputation. They were a force to be reckoned with, creating specialized shoes for different sports long before anyone else was thinking that way. Their big moment, the one that catapulted them onto the world stage, came at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. This was a hugely controversial event, held under the shadow of the Nazi regime, but the Dassler brothers saw a massive opportunity. They managed to convince the American sprinting sensation, Jesse Owens, to wear their handmade track spikes. Think about the guts that took. A German company equipping an African-American athlete at Hitler's Olympics. It was a huge risk, but it paid off spectacularly. Jesse Owens went on to win 4 gold medals, shattering records and making a powerful statement. And on his feet were Dassler shoes. Suddenly, athletes from all over the world wanted what the Dassler brothers were making. Their business exploded, but as the film so brilliantly shows, with that success came the first cracks in their relationship. The seeds of jealousy and resentment were already being planted. The brothers had fundamentally different personalities and business philosophies. Adi was all about the product, the innovation, the perfection of the craft. Rudolf was focused on sales, marketing, and the bottom line. These differences started to create friction. Then, World War II erupted, and everything spiraled out of control. The warriors were devastating for their relationship. Both brothers were members of the Nazi Party, a grim reality the film doesn't shy away from. But their loyalties and actions during the war became a source of intense suspicion and paranoia between them. There were accusations of betrayal, of one brother using his connections to get the other into trouble with the authorities. Rudolf was even captured by American forces and became convinced that Adi had snitched on him. The film portrays this period with gripping tension, showing how the pressures of war and their deep-seated personal issues combined to create an explosive situation. By the time the war was over, their family bond was completely destroyed. There was no going back. The trust was gone, replaced by pure hatred. After the war, the inevitable happened. They split the business, the factory, and everything in it, right down the middle. They drew a line, and from that moment on, they became mortal enemies. Adi took his half and founded a new company. He combined his nickname, Adi, with the first 3 letters of his last name, Das, to create Adidas. Rudolf, setting up shop literally on the other side of the river that divided their town, initially called his company Ruda, using the first 2 letters of his first and last names. He later rebranded to something more fierce, more agile, Puma. And this is where the feud went nuclear. The town of Herzogenaurach became the ground zero of their war. It was nicknamed the town of bent necks because people would look down to see what shoes you were wearing before deciding whether to talk to you. You were either Team Adidas or Team Puma. You worked for one. You shopped at stores loyal to one. You drank at pubs loyal to one. The film captures this incredible social divide, showing how the brothers' personal animosity infected an entire community, turning neighbors against each other. It was a real-life family feud playing out on a massive scale, with everyone forced to pick a side. The rivalry then exploded onto the global stage. It wasn't just about selling shoes anymore, it was about pride, about beating the other brother at any cost. They battled for endorsements, competing to sign the world's top athletes. This corporate warfare led to some incredible innovations, but also some incredibly dirty tactics. There were stories of sabotage, of stealing designs, poaching athletes right before major events. One of the most famous incidents involved the 1954 World Cup final. The West German national team wore revolutionary Adidas boots with screw-in studs, a game-changer that supposedly helped them win in the muddy conditions. Puma claimed they had developed the idea first. This back-and-forth went on for decades, even on their deathbeds. The brothers refused to reconcile. They are buried in the same cemetery in Herzogenaurach, but at opposite ends, as far apart as possible. What makes this film, The Brothers Feud, so compelling is how it goes beyond the business story. It's a deeply human drama. It shows you these two titans of industry not just as brand logos, but as flawed, proud, and ultimately tragic figures. They achieved unimaginable success, but they lost the one thing that should have mattered most: their family. The performances are fantastic, and you really feel the weight of their ambition and the pain of their estrangement. If you love stories about sports history, intense business rivalries, or just a powerful human drama based on true events, you absolutely have to watch Adidas vs. Puma, The Brothers Feud. It will completely change the way you look at those three stripes or that leaping cat on your sneakers. It's a fascinating, well-made, and surprisingly emotional film that's streaming right now on Prime Video. Go check it out. So what do you think? Have you seen the movie? And the ultimate question, are you Team Adidas or Team Puma? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really curious to hear what you all think. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives like this one. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.